To discuss these issues and more, I'm joined by my guests, Matthew Ehret in Montreal. He's a senior fellow at the American University in Moscow and director of the Rising Tide Foundation of Canada. In Munich, we have Ralph Niemeyer. He is chairman of the Council for Constitution and Sovereignty. And in Belgrade, we have Stevan Gajic. He is a research associate at Belgrade's Institute for European Studies. All right, gentlemen, crosstalk rules in effect. That means you can jump in anytime you want, and I always appreciate it. Let's go to Ralph here first. Ralph, in my introduction, I don't want to be too extreme here, but it seems there's a major shift going on in German foreign policy since the end of the Cold War. And the pinnacle, and I think the most well-known foreign policy trajectory of Germany in the post-war years was Ostpolitik, specifically, which was meaning basically essentially having some form of reconciliation with the Soviet Union, then later Russia. That appears now to be completely off the agenda, since the foreign minister of Germany, Baerbock, says that we're at war with Russia. Thoughts?
Yeah, it is terrible what they are saying and also doing by committing to send arms into a conflict. It is actually a departure, as you just said. It's a departure from our post-1945 agreement with the world. We, as I always are banging on it, we are not fully sovereign in this. I mean, the US Americans are still very active in Ramstein Air Base, and they do tell us what they want from us, actually. So it's not entirely the German decision. But I agree with you, it's a break with our post-World War II position in this. And I'm definitely opposing that, as many other Germans do. I mean, we want to have peace with everyone, and that's so clear. If you ask German population, 80 or 90% would immediately say, no, we don't want to have any war with nobody. Okay, we may want to defend human rights here and there. That's what we have done in Somalia and other places in Mali. At least that's what we were being told. But to go to Ukraine and send arms into a conflict and have a conflict with the Russian Federation, the majority of Germans will say no.
Well, let's go to Belgrade.